everybody. Dadman Walking 55 here. God, for a second, I thought it sounded like Dr. Nick Riviera. Howdy, everybody. Anyway, I can't do it again. Hey, Dadman Walking 55 here. Improvising as we go, changing the backgrounds, because let's see what we want to do for... let's have a good... pop culture. There we go. We'll do this as our background tonight because you know what? We're going to have a party. We got a big bunch of crazy people, huge panel tonight, and hopefully you guys get. I'll try to get the tweet out in a few minutes, but bring your friends, everybody in here. Let's bring 40 people in here and have fun with these cast of crazies that we got here tonight. So let me bring them in no particular order except for this first one who has got to be number one, the great, the glorious number one, Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. Hello, my love.
Hello. How is everybody tonight?
I'm good. We just got through a trek thing, and now we're going to be doing here chasing some squirrels.
A what thing?
A trek thing. A Buck Rogers thing. Damn it.
Thank you.
I can't even get the shows right. It's so much. Hey, at least I didn't sell Battlestar Galactica this time.
Hi.
All right. Well, let me see. Let me go to the next person on this great panel we have tonight, and it's wonderful. It is a lady of grace, elegance, and class, representing the United Kingdom herself. It's the great Daisy Blossom.
Hello again, everyone. Long time no see.
Exactly. Our royal Kitty is with us tonight. Glad to see you.
Yes, greetings.
Yes, and let me bring in another member of this crazy panel tonight, the very outspoken but not shy, good Southern girl herself, Ashy Slashy. Hello.
Hi, what's up?
Yeah, I'm doing this on purpose. Ladies before guys. That's my motto. So.
I noticed a pattern.
Yes.
Beauty before whatever.
Something.
Yes.
It's usually beauty before brawn, but
I didn't want to say brawn.
I know.
Well, let me introduce the next person on the panel, a great guy that is a friend of our channel that has helped us many times and actually invite us on his channel a bit. It's the great Liam Greywolf. Liam, how are you tonight?
Hey, how's everybody tonight? Doing well.
Doing good. I'm waiting to go squirrel chasing, jumping on topics and stuff like this as we go. So I'm trying to tweet as we're talking and everything else. That's how far behind and we're multitasking so crazy right now. So how have your day been, Liam?
It's been good, other than the traffic, but we don't want to talk about that, right? I mean,
no, we never like traffic. Especially, I've been to your city and I didn't drive. We got a cab one time, and it was like, oh my God, I hate to live here. There were like no lane markings or anything. It was like
flat.
Yeah, it says things like lane ends, as in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I tell you, like I said, there were no like divided lane markers. It was like little reflectors. I think was about the best you could have. I mean, you just drove wherever you thought you could fit in. It seemed like
that's exactly Vegas in a nutshell. And our Nevada state flower is the construction cone.
That's a beautiful flower. Well, let me go ahead and introduce another guy on this panel. It's the great JT Kirk. Hello, JT.
Hail.
How are you?
Doing well. I had a lovely Buck Rogers show. The show was great. The episodes, not necessarily so much, but you don't need great episodes to have a great show. So, exactly. And I'm all hopped up on this coffee that I made. You ever do a pour over coffee, Dadman?
Pour over coffee? No, I don't. What is that?
So you have like this fancy porcelain thing and you put the coffee grounds in it, and then you have like a long stem tea kettle, and you boil the water, and then there's like a fancy way and a technique that you pour over it.
What makes it so special?
Sorry?
What makes it so special? Just the fancier way of making coffee?
Yeah, it's more the process, whereas like your drip usually just runs water through some cold grounds and then it heats in the plate underneath. You get a lot more air in the brewing process, and the water is already hot and boiling, and it flows through the grounds at a different rate, so it has a chance to breathe. It does make a superior cup of coffee. I was skeptical at first. Somebody told me to try it. And okay. You don't need cream. It's that good of a difference.
Really?
Well, let's go ahead and bring in an expert on tea and cream and coffee himself. The guy that's not shy, my big sidekick for a lot of these late night shows that got this title, Late Night with Dadman, started. That's a great Hungry for whatever he decides he is today. Hey, Hungry.
Hello. Now I'm hungry to try that coffee. I have not tried that before.
The missus and I owe you a Waffle House stream, so.
Yo, Waffle House.
Well, that's not the coffee that JT is talking about.
I know,
No,
but
it's
still,
not. No, it's
he's
not.
It
waiting
is.
on a lot.
Part of not only is it a superior cup of coffee, but part of the whole thing is the process of making it. It's
Yes.
it can become a very, I hate using the word zen. That sounds so stupid, but it really does. You're concentrating on the whole process of it, and then you really, really appreciate that cup of coffee, and it tastes so much better also. Because usually you on top of it grind your own coffee beans. So
I do. Yep. I use a hand grinder
Yep.
to get those fresh grounds as well.
As fresh it can be, absolutely.
I used to grind the coffee for my mom. That's so funny. I used to love that grinder. It was the best part of making the coffee. It was old and wood, and it had brass inlays, and it had a brass handle. And you had to be careful about how much you would do it, because otherwise the coffee grinds would be too small or too big. You had to be very careful. There was an artistic aspect to the whole process.
Well, it sounds really, really neat of what you got.
I miss my grinder.
But let me go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, damn, I was going to say, it's kind of like, people that make their own pasta. They have a method, a technique, it's a whole process to make a nice Italian meal. And it starts with making your own sauce, making your own noodles. And, I really feel like Lisa would be the one to be able to tell us the most about it. But yeah, it's one of those things where the artistry, like the missus was saying, plays a big part of it. Anyway.
Well, I will say, anything when it comes to making it on your own, I would say the missus and Lisa definitely are our experts around the channel for that. So, all right, let me say hi to people in the chat. Corey Cochran at least stopped by at some point. He said, if I'm not here, I fell asleep after eating.
Hello, Corey.
That sounds
I will
good,
tell you,
actually.
this guy is at every stream of the missus and mine. It's like really, really cool dude.
And if he's not there, he watches him later.
Yes, exactly. So folks, always go back and rewatch both channel shows and stuff, and
every moment and every second, because they're all pure gold. Pure gold.
Well, especially the missus. The missus had another laughing fit today. She got tickled on something with her show, and it was like
we ended up. Well, never mind.
Well, we did get on some potty.
We ended up talking about urinals and urinals and
which I would usually call urinals.
No.
What, you didn't like that? So
No. It's just it's Daisy understands there are certain pronunciations that are just so woefully incorrect. It brings out the teacher, and you're like,
I like twisting words around, like urinal, things like that. And all that stuff. By the way,
don't do therapists. Do not do that with therapists, please.
Well, I like messing up words and causing different pronunciation
just really
and stuff.
think really hard before you say anything about therapists. Just
Anybody that watches SNL knows what you're talking about.
Oh yes,
I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Yes, it's like Santa and Satan. Switching the letters around.
Hey!
Anyway, let me say. Oh my God.
Let it snow.
Oh my God. This. Oh my God.
Well, I mean, you are the guy that maintains it.
We're gonna get on urinals in a second. We're gonna get urinals in a second. But let me
say theater. Say theater. Dadman. Say theater.
Theater.
No.
It's theater. Vehicle. Theater. Vehicle. Anyway, Ashley, you know what I mean. It's theaters.
Hey, don't get me on this, because I'm from the wrong part of America to be pronouncing
No. You're like me. I need my southern brethren and sisters to help me.
Ashley is our rogue from the X-Men.
Hell to JT.
Cinema.
Daisy, Santa Megatron. Oi, no, long time no see. Absolutely. Daisy's over on Twitch. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe here on the YouTube side. Smash that like button like a squirrel. Smash it with an acorn. Jess is here. Hi, Jess.
Hello,
Good to
Jess.
see you tonight.
Hey,
Yes, Jess. Lisa already told Mark that he set up the wrong time for Fortnite. Yes, he's always doing that. So mid-morning Fortnite. I don't think his wife would approve, but hey, it's he'll get it fixed though. Hello, Jeremy. Good to see you today. Good to see you too. So
Hello,
I
Jeremy.
think that's everybody, and
Jeremy.
of course, Jess puts out our Twitter link here. So all right.
Hey, Dadman, at least
Yeah.
you don't pronounce silicone.
Oh, jeez.
Well, wait. It depends. If it has an E after it's silicone.
It's not
Isn't
silicone, is it?
I just love. I read a lot of industry white papers and things, or news articles about the IT space, right? And they make the vast majority of all processors out of silicon. So when somebody types silicone wafers, I always laugh because anyway.
That's not what that
Well, let me
is.
say hello to
Yeah,
Simply
exactly.
Steve 68. Good to see you tonight, Simply Steve 68. Hey, we have no format. We have no plan tonight. This is truly a squirrel nut hunting, jumping tree to tree. But I'm going to start off with a little potty humor because of that this morning. Fancified urinals. Sorry, geez.
Careful with that one. Beep.
Beep.
Yeah,
Okay,
where's
right
the
here.
dump button? Oh no, that's
Oh,
inappropriate.
What is it?
No.
It's the Mick Jagger. It's the Rolling
Yeah.
Stones.
Jagger, yeah.
From that
Yeah.
famous album
Stones.
cover.
Exactly. That's why I brought it up. It's the Mick Jagger Rolling Stones.
Well, not
Looks
being a big
urinal.
fan of Mick Jagger, that would be, I guess, okay for me.
The only thing is
Although I
that
would not advocate anyone do that to him. Please, no one take it that way. But
No.
anyway,
the beauty of urinals that are out here. So, but anyway, hey, fancified toilets and urinals are everywhere. You know, it's just interesting to see
Fancified.
how things are. Yes, fancified. Yes, yes. I'm just trying to figure out this thing. This thing is Stunning, and I still want the gaming chair where we don't have to get up when we're playing Fortnite and stuff.
I
Where we
beg
can
your
just sit
pardon?
there.
What the hell is that?
I don't quite know what this is.
Are those cones you pee in?
yeah.
looks like it.
Does the
These are
top
fancy
open?
attempts to, if I can explain this in the cleanest way possible. When water
Good
moves
luck.
in a direction, it has kinetic energy.
Yes.
And if it hits a barrier, it will go in the equal and opposite direction. And so one of the attempts to do this is to follow the water furthest away from the person so that equal and opposite reaction does not affect the individual depositing liquid into the receptacle.
So it's to keep pee from getting on your guy's pants.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just like when every guy goes to a urinal, he's European. Get it?
Uh,
I'm out.
It might not be on you, but it might also splash onto the floor, and then the whole restroom
yeah.
smells, or you
If
don't
you got
want to
that kind of
step there.
problem, then just go sit on the toilet.
Well, hey,
Yes.
speaking of that, Stang says, right, need toilet chairs and urinal desks. Exactly. That way we can work, be productive,
Mhm.
play our games.
But
Now-
no.
No, Simply Steve
No, I
said
know.
Simply Steve said he just missed the Buck Rogers live. Yeah, you watched the replay? Yeah, and couldn't believe I have not seen the original Planet of the Apes. There's a lot of old classic movies.
Or
I
James
haven't
Bond.
seen.
Really?
Any James
He
Bond.
hasn't,
Very little.
he
My
hasn't
James Bond.
seen The Wrath of Khan either.
I have seen it. I just
I
was
haven't
like,
seen that.
No,
I have seen
no,
the Wrath
no.
of Khan. What?
You've seen bits and bobs of it.
No,
You
I
need to
saw-
sit down and watch the
Okay.
whole thing.
Right.
Okay, I swore I watched the whole thing with the missus one night, and I just kind of checked out. But
Yeah, but you
I
were
wish
napping. We could tell
You-
you were napping.
You'll love the pew pew part where Captain Kirk throws the banana right at Khan's head.
but also there, I mean, if you're talking about pew pew, you're talking about weaponry. And in the original Planet of the Apes with Moses, as you put it, there actually is a lot of good weaponry involved. No, he did. It was in the previous stream. He
No, I'm
said, "Is that
laughing
the
where
one
he-
with
is
Moses?
that
The new one?"
with Moses.
Yeah.
Moses, yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I actually have. I've watched the 10 Commandments twice because oh man, oh, I love that
Well-
cast. That is a
well,
great cast of that.
Our
movie.
friend Optimus Prime, Optimus Choice is here today. Max Redstone. He's quite tasty, but less expensive than Optimus Prime.
Nice. Nice. Optimus Chuck instead of Optimus Prime.
Optimus, yes.
I love Beetlejuice. We come for your daughter, Chuck.
Optimus rump steak.
We come for your daughter, Chuck.
I love that.
No, baby,
Anybody-
it's Optimus Brisket. It's the brisket you need.
I hope we can talk about a couple other things tonight. I hope we can talk some music like from the 80s. I hope we can talk something about Running Man, maybe even Beetlejuice, some things right there. But there's a
Don't
topic that I
watch
wanna...
how many times you say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
I
the
gotta space
original
it out.
Running Man with the governor?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. That's
Oh,
the
I
only
love
one.
that
That's good. I like that movie. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Liam, just present it on your computer and I will see it, then I will share it. Do the present and then I will share it to screen. All right. Because I want to bring something down because once I see it, I'll go further with it. But folks, yeah, this is our squirrel jumping night. We got 12 of y'all out here. Share it out with everybody. Let's get 30 people in here tonight. Let's
Make sure
get
you
our
share
two
the
more
right
subs.
screens, Liam.
Yeah, I know exactly, Liam.
I got it.
But,
I'm not showing the browser history.
Share the screen. My oldest kid had somebody do that at university, and it was like she's like, they didn't realize we could see their browsers stuff, and it's like, crude. Well, Max, maybe in the chat. I love having you out in the chat though. So, but I got 7 people right now tonight. It's a big crowd we got. So,
Oh yeah,
and
you don't want to
Running
go. You don't want to
Exactly.
go too big on the.
No, I know
guest,
this
man.
is we got too many people.
I love
But
Max.
hey, but I love. We'll have you on again sometime. But hey, and we had Stunning and Wade on the other night too. So it's really good. So I rotate people in and through with this thing. But tonight there's something special that I really wanted to deal with right here. Yeah, we have no plan and plots, but I'm as soon as I get the word, I will talk about this. Our channel's grown to 553. It was 554 earlier today, but you know how YouTube algorithms, but I think we're finally over 550 for good. So we're there. All right. Are you ready, Liam?
I am ready for the moment.
Ashley, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to present it and I will
I
be
was gonna say,
quiet.
I'm not presenting anything. I'm just.
but
I'm a
I know it's a
bystander.
collab. I'm going to be
Yeah.
quiet. And Liam, I will let you address the person specifically on this. I'll sit back and shut up. Here you go.
Oh, geez, I'm on the floor. I
Yes, you
feel
are.
pressured here. Okay, so we got wind of a special somebody in chat, Mrs. Dadman, that is running OBS Studio. So Ashley and I have been in the background creating overlays for special people that we know. And we thought it would be nice for Mrs. to have an overlay. There's a little bit more to it, but this is just the beginning of we want to do for specific streamers that we know. We are eventually going to be opening up down the road a Etsy page and start commissioning this stuff. But to our true friends and supporters, we are giving these out for free just because I remember when I first started, the trials and tribulations of setting everything up was a nightmare and a half.
Yes, it was.
JT said overlays are for YouTube, underlays are for OnlyFans.
I couldn't resist. Sorry. Did I derail everybody?
I had to say it. I had to say it out loud.
I think we lost Liam.
No, I'm
Oh,
still
did we?
here. I'm still
Oh.
here.
Go for it.
All right, go.
So,
Oh gosh, I've been muted. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
so we just wanted to give you guys, because I know your guys' anniversary is coming up, and you guys have been a huge supporter to us, just like everybody else that's in chat and also in the stream with us. And this is something we're doing for our, supporters and just giving back to the community, because this is what it's all about,
Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, there's more.
Oh
There's
no.
more.
I might have to mute myself.
But wait, no, don't.
It's
don't mute
okay.
yourself.
It's
Well, I'd love to
okay,
hear
it's
your
okay.
reaction.
Like me crying like I did this morning over a dog.
Oh no.
I cry over dogs and cats.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ready.
You can have your moment all you want, Mrs.
Oh, I don't want it. No, I'm sorry.
Dadman.
I don't. Oh goodness. Oh, that's amazing.
But
Oh,
wait,
wow.
there's
Okay.
more.
Yeah, wait,
Okay.
there's
Okay.
more.
So we know
Which we can
We know
help
this
you
is a-
set it
yeah.
up, and show you how to do.
This is a massive undertaking to be able to do. We're here to support, everybody that we get to know through the streaming platform, and we wanted to give you guys a little something extra. I don't know if we want to share the second half. Do we want to show the second half to Ashley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're not done showing her stuff, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna work on the other part of the presentation. If you guys got stuff to say, go ahead and say it. But I'm gonna try to bring it up and explain the next set. So
Gosh.
just bear with me a minute.
Oh,
This stuff does not feel like work. This was very
oh.
fun to do. We've made a couple of things for other friends as well. And I'm amazed how quickly we can get these things done and turn them out. I really enjoy making them.
Oh, thank you so much. I was telling Dadman that I wish I have to go look for a Lego. I was just gonna look for like a free kind of Lego overlay because I didn't have one for my streams, and now I don't have to. Thank you guys.
Oh no, we've got something else set up for you.
Oh
too.
gosh. Oh no.
But we do know the Lego. We really enjoy the Lego ones, and we know the Lego ones are one of the
Yeah.
special things you do.
Yeah.
Or blocks, building blocks.
Building
I know
blo-
they're not
yes.
always called Legos. Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna call them Legos tonight. I can't think that much.
Yeah.
Oh, poor
Oh.
Mrs. Oh, you're all
Oh.
snuffly
I'm so
now.
glad you like it, Mrs.
Oh,
I
I
really
do.
am.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. Now I know why Dad's like. I'm like, why do I have to come on the stream? They've got 7 people. I didn't get all these people here.
Now, aren't you glad you did?
Yes, I was getting irritated with him. Now I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry I got irritated with you.
He was
I
being
figured.
romantic, Mrs. He was being romantic, and you got to encourage this with him. You
Well,
got
I
to
am
encourage
now.
it.
I am. I'm apologizing for being irritated, even though he didn't really know. Well, he kind of knew a little bit I was irritated, but not a lot.
They will walk you through how to set up all the things that were at the bottom.
Yep.
So that one was for Twitch. So like when someone gives bits or they become a
Right.
follower,
Their
or
names will still be on your overlay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See-
their names.
see,
will
I
come
knew
in
you-
and be-
I knew you were irritated, but I was like, for the bigger calls, I could take a little bit of heat. But
Maybe you
You
won't
know-
now. Did I say
actually, in all seriousness, our anniversary is next Saturday.
Mm,
So
it is.
and we may or may not do something, public, or who knows what we'll do. But there's so many stories. But one of it's like the first when we bought the damn ring together, and yet I walked around apart for like 20 minutes before I proposed.
Oh,
like-
God.
She was about to stop me and propose to me at one point,
yeah.
but I finally saw the.
She's
the
probably
sign.
like, when are you gonna freaking do it already?
I was so weird. I was like, can we please quit? We were walking in this circle around and around, and finally it was like, you better sit down soon. He saw the look. He said, you better do this soon.
Hey, Mrs. Was it a poop or get off the pot moment?
No.
It was just get it. I knew I was going to marry him. It just was like, just do it,
You
please.
got the ring.
I totally understand. Mr. Daisy Blossom was babbling. I mean, the man was babbling, and I'm like, I'm
Aw.
sitting there thinking, I was about to just put my finger over like his lips and go, just ask. I'm going to say yes. Would you please?
Yeah,
That's
like
so
that's
romantic.
I
I love
almost-
You
that.
already know the answer.
I
love that.
almost said, I got to think about it and walk away.
Oh,
But I
Simply
didn't.
Steve says Legos when you care to send the very building blocks of love.
Yes.
And Santa, Liam Santa wants you to teach Mrs. how to add sound alerts for Twitch so he can send fart sounds over the stream.
Oh man.
Yes, and I will have one where you do the bit thing, and you can make that sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of bits.
Now, now, Liam, are you ready for me to show this now?
Yeah,
What, we're up
whatever
to
you want.
romance already. We're
No,
we just
well, here.
can we get back to the romance later? Good.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
Okay,
Oh
so
my. Oh wow.
We know
Oh.
how much you love Star Wars and Legos. So Ashley and I collabed on a PNG tuber, so your voice will react
When you
to
talk,
it.
her
when you
face
talk.
moves like that.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
That's Princess Leia.
Yeah!
Mhm.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Princess Leia. I'm sorry, Princess Leia. That's what I call. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh! Oh, that is so cool. I don't know what to say, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Seems so inadequate.
That box of Kleenex is going to be empty real soon.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
It's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, you guys have been a huge support for us.
Oh, it's so weird. Okay, you're talking and it's coming out of her mouth.
This is a great moment, isn't it?
I love it.
Princess Leia has a very low voice tonight.
She's like me after I've done 3 streams in a row. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Hey, but Carrie Fisher ended up with a very low voice. You know?
Yes, she did.
Well,
that
I mean,
is so cool. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Perfect for the missus.
But wait, there's more.
Oh my God.
Get another box of tissues, missus. Get another box.
I'm just using this one until I can't use it anymore.
And it won't even cost you. It's $19.95. But wait.
Daisy.
For only 3 payments of $19.99.
They're easy payments at that.
Yeah,
Don't forget
yeah.
how easy they are.
Yes.
Oh. You know, it's really weird, JT, because we went from D- to A+ in just
I know
2
this is
streams.
such a roller coaster.
Oh.
This evening.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Welcome
wow.
to the world of teaching, where you go from the A student to the F student to another A student.
Oh,
Oh
geez.
wow. Oh my gosh. I'm speechless for the first time in my life. I'm speechless.
We're glad you like it.
Oh my gosh.
The missus is verklempt. She's verklempt.
I am. I'm just. Thank you. Just. No
glad
matter
you
what
like
I can
it.
say. No matter what I can say is so inadequate.
Well, I know when we were talking the other night, you said that you were, y'all were like Star Wars nerds or whatever. and
Y'all. Love that.
So
I love it every time she says that.
She's a Southern girl. When I say y'all, it doesn't sound right.
No, it's got to be in your genetic makeup.
Yes.
So y'all know what I mean.
Yes, we all do.
I knew a Star Wars theme, but then the Lego. So
Yes,
I was like,
that-
let's find a Lego
That is so
Leia.
cool.
So
Yeah, I
That is
let
so
Ashley
cool.
run with that one. She did a ton of it. And Dadman's kind
Thank
of cheating
you.
in the background for the next surprise, so he already sees it. But this is the next thing that we wanted to do for y'all, okay?
y'all. No, there's no W. Simply Steve is y'all.
Oh my goodness.
I do put an L at the end of that.
Oh wow.
All right, that's Dadman's little PNG.
So this
Talk
is,
so does his
this is
mouth.
Dadman's PNG.
Yay!
Fix it so
Hold
we
on.
can-
We'll see if they can make it talk.
Your blinking eyes are so cute.
Oh my gosh.
So when he talks, the same thing happens.
Oh,
I love it.
oh my gosh.
We went with the whole banana football theme because I know that I
Aang.
believe Aang did the
Yeah.
banana for you.
Yes.
But this
yes.
looks like Banana Bond, though. This is like
Yeah.
Sean Connery
This
banana.
is like Fortnite kind of
Okay.
banana.
Fortnite banana. Fortnite
Yeah.
banana football. Oh, that is. Oh my gosh. Oh
But
my
look,
goodness.
Wow. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to be able to run that but either way, even if I'm on with
We'll
you
show
or
you how
something,
to work the program. And
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll show you how to work both of them, definitely.
Oh
that
wow.
is beautiful though. Oh, Jess is saying that the mouth fits Peely so well.
Yes.
yeah.
Work the program.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's so cool.
That is so neat. Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
I thought you meant
I do
you meant AA. You said work the program. Anyway,
the
different program. Got it.
Yeah.
Peely for
Oh.
date night, Fortnite with the missus. Absolutely, I do. That is the tuxedo. Yes.
Football Nana.
Exactly. Yes. That's good. So thank you guys. Appreciate it. I mean, that's just very
Well done.
touching. Very
Oh.
You're welcome, guys. Like
Oh,
I said, we
thank
love you. And
Oh,
you guys have
thank
been a
you.
massive support to us. And we just, we're not looking for anything in return. We're just, trying to be supportive, let's just say,
Thank you so much. Oh my
Sharing the
God.
love. Sharing
Exactly.
the love.
Oh.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you, Ashley.
Box
Thank you,
number
Liam.
2.
Mrs.,
Time
do
for
you
box number
have any
2,
other?
Mrs.
I mean, I know you're speechless, but
Thank you is all I could say. That is so awesome. I can't wait. And dang it, I'm going to use OBS sooner rather than later.
You
exactly.
gotta set up your sound alerts and stuff. That'll be a lot of fun.
I've got
Yeah.
I got a basic one for my morning shows already kind of partly done, but I don't know how to run that. But gosh, with all this other stuff, oh my goodness.
We're here
Wow.
for you guys every step of the way,
Oh, thank you.
No, absolutely.
Oh
Appreciate it.
my.
That is just, I'm really touched too. That's amazing. Yeah, Simply Steve. Yeah, my Lego would be Han. Definitely. If she's Princess Leia, I'm definitely Han Solo with, and I always like Han Solo better than Luke Skywalker.
Well, you could be Luke. I mean, Empire Strikes Back.
That's just too creepy.
No. I was
No,
always,
no.
I was
Yeah.
always a Han Solo guy, even before Luke Skywalker and all he grew. But I had to, actually the EU's where I started liking Luke better, had more respect. I wanted to be the scandalous, the rogue, the scoundrel. That's what I wanted to be because, get all the chicks and look stylish and do whatever the hell you want. That was kind of Han Solo was my role model growing up.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes. And Jess, you can do the good y'all very well. I will say you can. And I wanted to go back up to thank you guys so much, but I did not pass this. I marked it. Stana says, "Man, you guys are classy, y'all. All I'm doing is sending them a peeing bear." But stunning, that peeing bear.
I
is
want
so,
that peeing
yes,
bear so bad. Thank you so much.
That is what is a hoot. Is it? Yeah, there is a block build out there.
It's a block build of a bear peeing into a urinal.
Mrs., do you want to bring that picture up?
Let me see if I can find it.
It's on Throne. Mrs. has a Throne account where you can go and support her and stuff like that. You'll have to see it. It's really, really a cool thing to see. The peeing bear is quite an interesting thing. I will say it's definitely a lot of fun to look at. A lot of actually, and they're talking about having a whole bathroom of them. So, which would be really, really interesting to see a collection of them together. But it really is truly a good thing that we've. It's going to be a fun build, and really a lot of creative ideas from that have been stirred. I mean, poor Stunning's been wanting somebody to get that. He actually did. He went on the Walmart site, got it, and is sending that. So thank you, Stunning, for that. Also, Starry Nights was a recent build that Daisy Blossom, that Squeaka had donated and Mrs. built. Next week will be Destiny 2 build that Mrs. will do with Atwood. Also, the great Liam Greywolf and Daisy Blossom have also purchased Stonehenge and Big Ben, which are going to be builds in the future that Mrs. will be doing. So
Yes.
thank you for everybody that supports her with the channel and everything else. So yep.
Okay. Here, wait.
All right.
Give me a second.
And you can share it, right?
Yeah, I guess. Give me a second. What is going on here? Let's see. I do it right, so I don't know. Share something bad. Okay, it looks like everything looks good. Share screen.
Hey, Rosalind Hart, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, Jess just sends food pictures to make us hungry. But good to see you, Rosalind. Good to see you as always.
Hello.
So,
I'm trying to get this. Let me try something else here. It's like.
Isn't technology fun?
Well, I want to get it where you can see it better, and I might just go on to.
Thank you for posting that, Jess.
Sorry, guys. Okay.
okay.
There it is, the pink bear.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, good grief.
See, but what I want to do is I want to get like 3 of them and have 3 urinals beside each other. And then you have, because I heard that there's this unwritten rule, or that I don't know if it's written, but it's a law that when you're in a bathroom, you always keep this middle there's always a urinal in between 2 guys.
And if it's a very far end, you just turn around and walk out the door.
And then if it's crowded. So I was going to I'd like to get 3 of them and have 2 bears on, the 2 end urinals, and then have the third bear like kind of turn around and walking away. Like,
Walking away. Yeah.
I'm not going to do this. Yes. But that's what that's the peeing bear I
like that. You have to get all of them. Yeah, that would be really cute.
So I will work on getting 2 more. I'll just keep it on here. Maybe someone will get one. So yes, that is the peeing bear. Everybody, when we talk about the peeing bear, that is what it is.
Exactly.
I'm classy. What can I say? I'm classy.
Tinkling Ted, Simply Steve says.
Yes, Tinkling Ted.
Paint one of the bears white so it can be Snortopoopus. Absolutely. I wish Snortopoopus was here tonight too, but he was over with us at Buck Rogers. But yeah. There's it's supposed to be like that Ted me if you remember. Jedi Bill, welcome, Jedi Bill. Good to see you. How you do it? Make the Mrs. Dream come true. Do it. And Santa Megatron's dream come true, because I know he really wants to see that, and he's actually bought one of them. So we'll get a lot of fun out of that one. So
yes.
All right. So. All right.
I just got to figure out where to put it. Am I going to put it beside the White House or Yellowstone?
The White House.
It's quite appropriate by the White House.
I like it by the White House.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, it's all good. So, folks, thanks for being here tonight. We're actually having some fun with this. This was really the surprise I had for the missus kind of going tonight.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
So,
we actually didn't think we were going to be able to do it because the StreamYards thing was a little bit. There were certain codes involved with StreamYards.
Oh.
It's a very good program, but there was only certain things we could do.
Yeah, right.
So we were actually very excited when we heard the word OBS.
Yes.
Well, I've been wanting to go on OBS for a while. And when I do, my next thing is figuring out how to dual stream, which I think I've got that settled. So then, oh yes, there's so much stuff.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I did want to go back to the urinal thing for just one more second, since we talked
the
about the bears.
The urinal.
This one, I tell you, I mean, this is for people that got fancy urine or something, I guess. I don't know what you call this thing. I don't know how it works and stuff, but just here it's the Denver Stockyards Bank.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
I'm
Somehow
lost.
it is.
And it's not a urinal. Just go. It's a joke.
Oh, yeah. But hey, can you imagine?
You're
Oh, the
weird.
Stones themed. Yes, we saw the Stones. We saw the Stones themed one earlier. You know, a Rolling Stones themed urinal. So that was actually kind of cool. Oh, yeah. So there's actually an outtake of the urinal of that one that was really interesting. But I would not, with the handlebars. But you just figure this. Trying to see this one. I'm not sure how this works. But it's, and then we'll move on. There you go. Like a coffin. Like,
You just pee in between the thing.
I know, but could you imagine using those?
Oh, in the mouth. In the mouth.
No, not
No.
Just like
how.
the other one. Just like the last one.
Oh, you'd have to be the peeing bear to hit that target. So,
Oh man.
Okay,
so
somebody. Okay, wait.
what happened?
1 second. I'll let you know in a second. You just keep going.
Okay, well, hey, let's see. But anyway, hey, it's really, really cool and a fun night. Thank you for so many of y'all joining us. We got 10 watching us now. So thank you, everybody, that's been here tonight. Let's see. Let's take a look in honor of our friend Daisy. Let's look at some funny cat memes. And then I'll throw us out for a topic that we can hit with this, okay? With just in general. Think about some of the great movies that y'all got. So, let's see. There we go. We got.
Oh my gosh! I got to figure out who did this now.
Oh no. Okay. Well, here, look here. Meowed until the human woke up. I didn't need anything. Just felt like being annoying.
Yep.
I
I know you fed me 15 minutes ago, but feed me now.
Oh no, I
But
don't
yeah.
want anything. I'm just gonna wake you up.
That
Yeah.
cat is hungover. That's a hungover
No,
cat.
he's like, listen, bitch, I'm awake. You got to be awake.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Well, here, of course, catnip is the drug of choice of kitties. When you sniff too much catnip, and you begin to wonder if the dog is secretly plotting to kill you.
That's an 80s joke right there. If you know
That
what
kind of
I'm
makes me
talking
think
about.
when Lisa gives Snortopupus too many mushrooms,
Oh, shit.
Exactly. It's too. That's what's so beautiful. Yeah. Go ahead.
To the person that did what they did, do they want me to announce it? If I hear nothing, I'm going to take it as a no.
It's not
Okay.
me.
do we
Okay.
know what we did? Was it one of those things?
You would
where-
have known that you did it. I want to thank whoever gifted me the peeing bear on my throne. So I will have 2 peeing bears.
Wow.
Yay! Thank you very much. Thank you. I just got the notification.
Wow.
So
Congrats.
Is that the one
Yeah.
Jess says that scrolled through and might get complicated? Could be frustrating.
no, I actually have one that is a computer.
Now,
And it has a computer and it has probably not, Jess.
Yep.
Probably not. Let me
Santa's
look.
happy. He's screaming yes now. Yeah. Don't cross the streams. All right.
Yes.
One of the movies I do a couple more of these cat memes, but let's think of, well, I talked about music earlier, but let's talk about the movie Running Man for anybody that knows about it in just a second. But and we'll see where that goes to. There you go. Here you go. When your cat watches too much Food Network.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So, and we go one more.
That
here,
mouse
'cause-
was sleeping. For anyone that was curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
Yeah.
just asleep.
Oh, yeah.
It was very
Was very,
staged.
Wrapped up in
very,
a bed of herbs and
very, very,
There you go.
Nice
It
and
was-
comfortable.
very, very tired.
Yes. Mhm.
Hey,
Spa day,
maybe the
spa day.
maybe the mouse just had too much turkey on Thanksgiving. We don't
Yes.
know.
that too.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah.
cats don't. Maybe cats don't trust each other. The awkward moment when you realize that the person you're making fun of is right behind you.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, that stuff's about to go down. In the next 5 seconds.
Uh-huh. Cat
Oh,
fight.
my goodness.
Yeah, that mouse
So-
was dead tired.
So, folks, Ashley, have you ever seen the movie Running Man?
It has been a hot minute. I don't remember most of it, but I
But
remember
you're
the
at least
premise of it.
Liam, have you seen Running Man?
Yes, I have.
Okay, all right. So everybody's pretty much seen here. That's why I need to honor the Rathacon and the apes and all that stuff. But you know,
The
Running Man.
apes. You just
Yeah.
call it the apes. Oh,
The
God.
apes.
I'm being efficient.
I've seen the
I'm-
original and I've seen the newer ones of the
I'm
The
Planet
apes
efficient.
with
I'm
the apes
efficient.
with Moses, not the new ones.
Yeah, right. Exactly. The new ones are fake, but I'm efficientifying my language. You know.
But JT and Daisy, I mean, such respect to a script that was first draft by Rod Serling himself. You gotta love it.
What the first script of that movie was?
Yes, Rod Serling
Really?
was tapped on the shoulder by Hollywood to adapt the novel and had to make a whole bunch of changes. So, man, when you go for the gold, you really go for the gold. I love it. Oh, I'm not making fun of you. It's
Yes,
just,
you are. Yes, you are. Yeah, you don't even apologize. You are making fun of him. It is okay.
So is that how Buck
It's
Rogers
just the
got
way-
the Planet of the Apes leftover math?
Yes.
the $5.95 Kmart Halloween mask.
To go with the wig and the beard.
The Bob Ross pretending to be on Soul Train, afro,
Oh, gosh.
and beard
Yep.
sets.
All he needed was like the gold chains and the white suit. And, yep.
I
Oh,
thank
God.
you guys for being with us for that Buck Rogers thing, because I swear to God, those episodes were pulling teeth this week. Really
Mhm.
Yeah.
pulling teeth. That was hard to get through. Except for
We had a lot of
Cleopatra.
fun, though.
Except for
We had a lot of
Cleopatra. Daisy and I agreed Cleopatra was the best part of the show. Oh.
Yes. Actually, the ladies did pretty well in the first
Yes.
episode. I was impressed with the ladies. The
Mm.
actresses were just hitting all their marks.
Yeah, and then of course we have the Dyson vacuum cleaners mixed with the hair dryers in the salon.
Oh yeah, that I remember those from my mom's grandma's beauty shop days. Absolutely. So yeah, because Simply Steve said yes, Serling wanted to include it in his Twilight Zone movie.
Yes.
So that is very, very interesting because of course it had two greats, Schwarzenegger and Dawson, Richard Dawson.
Sorry.
Richard Dawson.
No, Richard Dawson. Do you realize that he actually married a contestant from the Family Feud?
Oh yeah.
That does not surprise me.
He actually, because he kissed all the women on those shows, and I'm like, something was
Which
weird.
was always creepy.
Yeah,
Even
but
if it's
they all,
internet,
they
I
all
was like,
went
this
to
is
it.
creepy.
They wanted to it. Well, the thing was I don't remember what happened one time with a connection, and I didn't hear it said, but I put two and two together and figured, and because of my nosiness, I started hunting it down. I'm like, holy crap! And then I found that there were stories out there about how he had married a contestant, and I think she was about half his age. She was a lot younger, and
she had a family. Was she the married person in that
no,
family?
I
Was there
think she
a
was single.
feud that happened? Okay.
I think she was single, and it was he had been divorced, and and they were married up until he died. I mean, so it wasn't really something that was just like a lot of times Hollywood marriages and stuff. And I think soon after, he of course disappeared, didn't do a lot of work after that. And I think one of the last things I remember from him, I was hearing was the Running Man one of the last things. So, all right. right. So, Daisy, did you need to leave?
Yeah, I'm gonna take off.
Oh,
So you guys have
Daisy.
fun.
Oh,
I'll be in the
well,
I'll
well,
be in the
Daisy-
chat. I'll be in the chat.
okay.
Can you tell me one thing before you leave?
Hmm.
What? So before that goes, what did you think of Running Man? I mean, you can feel free to help us in the chat and stuff, but where you can say in your own words, what did you think about this movie in general?
I liked the movie. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was very oddball, but I really enjoyed it. It was just weird. I mean, it's got Richard Dawson and Arnold Arnold. I can't say it. Arnold.
Hey,
you've been in Britain too long, Daisy.
Kinda sorry.
Look at this. Look at this image from IMDb that'll make every superhero fan cringe.
Ah!
Oh my goodness.
Take it away! Take it away! Take it
No,
away!
no.
No.
Take it away! Make it go away!
I'm
Thank you.
pretty
Oh.
calm.
God, on that I'm leaving. You guys have a lovely day.
Oh, before you leave, Daisy, before you leave, there's one interesting fact that you would really enjoy about the Running Man, and that is you remember the big chunky guy who was a little portly
Dynamo.
who was
Dynamo.
well, you know what he's actually singing in the opera in the movie. That's him actually singing. He trained to be an opera singer when he was younger.
Wow.
That's not dubbed by a professional. That's him
I
singing,
thought that
and I
was
think
dubbed.
no, that's him. That's
That
him.
is amazing.
Lovely, isn't it?
Okay,
But have
guys.
a lovely night, Daisy. Thank you for being.
Oh my
here.
gosh. Hey,
I will.
they're
You
great.
guys
And
too.
Daisy, you have a
Bye-bye.
good one. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mom.
Nighty-o.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to have to subject you to that image, but I just was like,
Yeah.
I've seen
Two
CGI, but
adults room.
yeah. So, obviously it's a futuristic movie about government control. And of course, he's framed for doing something he did not do, committing a crime, slaughtering civilians and stuff in a chopper. And of course, subsequently railroaded. His family's rounded up. He basically gets incarcerated. He kidnaps a news station employee, then turns him in, but then all of a sudden starts believing some of his part of his stories, who then gets caught pulling out the real video footage and hid it somewhere selective to where nobody could find it, so that at the end of the movie you see the real truth comes out after he's taken down the bad guys. And of course everybody's stunned when the first bad guy gets terminated. And it's like, oh, you like that use of words? So
There you go. Mhm.
oh, hey, you'll like this. I thought Mr. Freeze was bad.
Oh no, Mr.
Is he-
Freeze is the worst. Mr.
No,
Freeze
the look.
is the
I
worst.
think Stunnings's reacting to Spider-Man Schwarzenegger. So
Yes.
hey, how are you, Ang? Hey, come on. Okay, Ang's in here saying hi. So
Hello,
hey,
Ang.
I am.
terminated.
Hey.
Everybody said hi, Ang. So and there's a wave. But and then it all goes, and then of course happy ending. I guess it's supposedly a revolution, and of course Dweezil Zap is in it. Don't touch that dial. Like
Dear
Mushroom
old-
TV.
Oh, dude.
man.
And his sister, Moon Unit
Moon.
Zappa. No,
Yes.
it was Moon Unit before she legally changed it. Frank Zappa was wacky. He named his daughter Moon Unit.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, I know. And you were just talking about. Let me see right here. Erland Van Lit, I guess is his name.
Yes,
This is
yes.
Dynamite. Oh,
He's great. He was in a couple of things. Unfortunately, he died way too early, but I really
yeah.
enjoy him as a character actor. I think he was fantastic in this.
I do too. I agree.
Yeah.
I like the
he
whole light up thing. It was really, really cool for the time.
And the facial expressions he used in conjunction with whenever he would be ready to try to take Arnie out. And this guy had a lot to offer. He really had a lot to offer, and he was in a couple of other genre films too. And I don't want to bring things down. It's just sad that he died early. But you get to a certain girth, shall we say, then early demise might happen. But he was a lovely, lovely person, and nobody ever complained about him in Hollywood. Apparently, he was always a gentleman, very kind, very friendly to everyone he interacted with.
Very nice.
Yep. So we we see they get these little spiffy, futuristic tight suits here.
Oh, and by the way, screw you, Hunger Games. This is better.
I
Oh,
agree. I
I
agree.
I didn't like
You know-
Hunger Games.
I didn't either.
What did y'all not like about Hunger Games?
I just didn't like it. I didn't even get past. I've watched the first movie and I didn't watch anything after that.
Well, you didn't have the great humor in this. This was a movie that was typical of Arnie, what he used to be, and which got him launched. Because you have the get in the chopper, you know, fuck you, asshole. You got the lines from Terminators and all that.
Mhm.
But this was like a kid-
Commando's where he's
Commando.
funniest.
Yeah, but see, this was like the one that I really fell in love with his bad puns and stuff like this.
Oh yes.
Here, have a light.
Oh, yeah.
Or Killian says, "Drop dead." He says, "I don't do requests."
Oh,
And then of course, when he gets launched, when he's strapped in to get launched into the play area, he looks at Killian and says, "Hey, Killian." Dawson looks at him like, "What?" He says, "I'll be back."
yes.
Only in a rerun, kid. You know,
Hey JT, at least he didn't say he'd be Mozart.
Oh my
I-
god.
I-
Oh, boo!
Gold star, sir. I love it. Perfect.
I've been making that joke since 1988.
Hey, we even had a great flash of 80s exercise, and Jesse Ventura makes an appearance.
And folks,
Yes.
I believe Dadman said if he got to 1,000 subs during the New Year's stream, that you know, he might do an exercise video.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh! I
Oh,
hope not.
Yeah,
God.
the Richard Simmons one misses. We'd have to find him. And
Oh
So-
no!
Oh, do you want to know what he did? Okay, Richard Simmons. Damn it, loves doing his
okay,
exercise
Hungry Boy,
videos.
here he goes. Romantic story right now.
Okay,
Yay!
I was giving birth to my first child, and I was really I was very mellow, actually, very mellow. I didn't have any medication or nothing. I just was very calm. I was calm through the whole pregnancy and everything. And you know, you hear all the stories about the women screaming and yelling and cursing at their husbands and all this stuff. I didn't. I was just very calm. I mean, at one point the IV came out of my hand, and I went, am I supposed to be bleeding? I literally said it just like that. And the nurse was like, oh my gosh, you know, and dealt with it. But I just was calm the whole time. And when, you know, I was going through the contractions, you know, Dadman was there and he was talking to me. And at one point he started quoting Richard Simmons. He's like, never give up. You can do it. That's the only
breathing still.
and I turned, and that's the only time I looked at him. I said, "Don't you ever quote Richard Simmons to me again." That's the only time I got irritated at the entire delivery was when he quoted Richard Simmons to me.
The entire pregnancy. You had it right to begin with.
Yeah, I
That
was.
a great pregnancy.
Yeah, I
He
was
could
so
have been
calm.
quoting Gene Simmons.
Oh
during
no.
delivery.
That probably wouldn't have
No.
bothered me as much.
Flashing that tongue out like that, but other than that, I've been wrong enough for that. But Lemon Pie's here. Hey, Lemon Pie.
Hey, Lemon!
Hey, Lemon Pie, you can start that rumor if it'll bring about 50 people in. There you go. Get the internet buzzing. Yeah, Dadman will be Richard Simmons in the video if he gets that.
Oh,
1,000
does
subs.
that mean you have to wear the shorts and
Yes.
the little tank top?
So I can tweet that tonight.
No, don't tweet that.
No.
There it is.
I'm
It's in
kidding.
writing. It gets like, but yeah, I don't know. The internet's forever, you know. So it might happen. Who knows? But it was just like things like that, you know. Because yeah, we're about 15 minutes from being truly a week away from 28 years. We had actually met 27 years to the day. No, it'd be 29. Oh my God, it's 2024. So it will be 29 years since we've known us next week.
Really? Wow, that's a lot.
Because we got married. Thanks. Yeah.
I don't do numbers, guys. I mean, if you were there New Year's Eve thing, I don't do numbers. I don't remember things. So when he goes 29 years old, I go, oh, wow, really? I truly am surprised. I'm not faking it.
Hey, Mrs. and Hungry, do you think we should make Lemon Pie the hype guy for my channel? He wants to mark the
Yeah.
again. All right, Lemon Pie, you can rattle the cages, shake the neighbors' dogs, and get them in here. But yeah,
shake the neighbor's dogs.
I thought it said shake. I don't know what the hell I just said. I think I just said, oh my gosh. Lemon Pie, we got Mrs. Dadman. We had Daisy Blossom on a few minutes ago. Her son Liam is with us, Liam Greywolf. We've got Ashy Slashy, another streamer. We got Hungry Boy and JT Kirk with us. So, hey, Woke Breaker, good to see
What's
you.
up,
all
Lemon
right,
Pie?
thanks for coming by. Hit that
Hello.
like button and all that stuff. So, but Lemon Pie, yeah, be the channel hype guy out there. You know,
Hype master.
the hype master. First, we got over 550 finally, I think. So next thing will be 600 and then on up. So we will go for that. You know, so you know, it's cool. And I mean, Hungry likes the romanticism. Maybe we'll share another story or two as we go through tonight.
Yay!
As it comes up. So, I will tell you one of the first times that we're talking a little bit off and on about Running Man, but one of the first movies we saw, well, actually the first movie we saw was the Goofy movie. Remember?
Yep.
And she made me drive separately.
Yep.
I
I met him. I didn't know who he was. Why would I?
a
There's
little
no way.
caution. A little caution. You know, if you show a little caution and the man is interested enough for the second date, that's a good sign. You ladies understand that.
Well, I
You know?
also got to say, he took him when he met my family, and he was literally grilled.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Oh,
was-
grilled.
I can.
And
with veggies and
we and to
Sort
say
of
that,
purpose
It was
drooling.
the
to say that my family has a little sarcastic bent to us is a understatement. So just multiply that by, well, how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5 people and spouses. So yes, he
Wow.
and he came back. So
yes, I did.
Been
Yeah.
doing something right.
Well, you know, it's funny.
So-
the first night I met her, I almost didn't go to the party. It was my brother-in-law's brother-in-law's birthday, and I worked with my future ex-sister-in-law up until that point, and I helped her at lunch go get stuff all week. And she's like, "Well, come to the party," and all. I'm like, you know, and she actually had a sister that was closer to my age. Well, the thing was you know, I was like, I want to go. I don't want to go. I kept calling my coworker, and she's finally like, shut up, just either go or don't. I don't care. I got to plan a party and stuff. And then so I finally went that night. I got there earlier. My future nephew spent the night at 2 years old throwing M&Ms at me. And then this lady with leopard pants walked in and purple Doc Martens.
Leopard pants. Wow.
That's kind
Oh yeah. Long
Did they never- I thought I wore-
curl hair, long red wavy curly
Okay.
hair.
I trust him for what I wore because I don't remember.
Well, they were stripes, either tiger, maybe not leopards, but they were stripes. They were like they
Zebra?
had a wildcat, not zebra. It was definitely feline.
Oh wow! I did. Okay. Wow. I'm impressed, and it was me.
Yeah.
Dadman, did you have a mullet back then?
No.
Probably.
No, I had short,
No.
short haircut.
No, he was an accountant, and he looked the part.
Exactly.
Oh, greasing his hair and everything then, huh?
No, just
Hey.
a number 2 guard. Number 2 guard all the way
Very-
around.
Very, very
Oh,
short
really?
hair.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about a pocket protector?
No, not that bad.
Oh,
No, not that
nice.
bad. I'm a cool
Not
guy.
that-
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The cool
I do
kind.
I do the
I
mouth
gotcha.
in my head.
Protectors.
I don't need
He
You
just
were
that.
the
had the-
groovy accountant back then.
The what do you call it? The glasses
The
strap.
slide rule.
Whatever those things are called.
Slide rule.
The little glass. The little things that
The
hold in the
chain for
neck.
your glasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the chain of glasses. Oh, the monocle. Oh, yeah, those things. No, we didn't. I didn't do that either. But hey, it was a fun night. And what's so funny is that my coworker's mother, her dad was American, her mother was British, and I found out later. Somebody said because me and Dottie spent the whole night together. Me and Mrs. spent the whole time together, pretty much at night with people around. And it was so funny that it was like my coworker's mother said, "I don't think your friend's going home tonight." So it's like,
Whoa.
I was like,
Oh,
but I was a gentleman, drove her, drop her off, and all
He
that
did. He
stuff,
dropped
so,
me off, and then he went home.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a great time. It's great great memories that we have, and we got a lot of those to come up. Yeah, but yeah, next week will be 29 years.
That's
Actually,
crazy.
it's amazing how that goes.
Congratulations, you too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Amazing how fast time flies, huh?
I tell you. Well, when my
It is.
youngest, last year on their birthday was of drinking age, it kind of hurt my heart a little bit.
No, I can imagine.
When they hit 21, and I was at a restaurant, and over the bar
Uh-huh.
they have the little thing, or at the register, if they had to be born, at this day, and then they have the year, and
Mhm.
the year was
Mm-hmm.
their birth date, and I was like, oh my gosh, oh no, this is so wrong. This is just not right. I
Yeah.
should not be having 2 adult children.
No,
But
it does feel wrong. I mean,
yeah,
it's
well,
it's ridiculous, but hey, but no, it's just lots of memories like that. But I will say, the missus always picks the better movies.
yes, I do.
Like the second one, I think it was the second one, maybe the third was In the Mouth of Madness,
Yes.
and that was one of a genre that I.
Oh, good choice. I bet the missus chose that one. You didn't.
Oh, yes, she did. Exactly.
That's
Uh-huh.
a great movie.
And it was a wonderful
that movie.
wonderful movie. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. I mean, at one point we talked about trying to talk about it this year, but we just ran out of time with things like that. So it was really a great, and I learned to, watch different things. And since that day, she's been a better movie picker. Lemon Pie says, when I hit 900, start shopping for leg warmers.
That's good.
No,
Nice
it's
joke.
it's the spangled red, white, and blue tank top that
Yeah,
Richard
exactly.
Simmons always wore.
So
Now-
Richard Simmons does have a YouTube channel with some of these videos.
Mm.
So Dadman, don't worry if your tapes don't play anymore. We got you covered.
I know you do. I know it's there. That's what I was thinking of. But the Jess here is like, she still likes when I left Mrs. in charge one stream, and the chat tried to get her to dish dirt on you, and she told the Vegas show story.
Oh,
yeah.
She went straight for the dirt.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, do you know about that story, Ashy?
I think it has something to do with them showing their chest, but I may be wrong.
You can say boobs. Yeah, they showed their boobs.
Okay.
and the way that they had the clothing to emphasize the boobage was like totally. Oh my gosh, I was impressed with the costumers. I will say that. But the funny thing is that we were there, and it was so hot
It
in
was
the
about
place.
July or August, and even though they had AC, it was still warm in those venues in the Tropicana.
And so when Dadman gets overheated, gets hot, he falls asleep. He goes, he gets drowsy. So we're there, and he's pretty much falling asleep during the show. But every time someone came out on that stage with boobies showing, he woke up and watched it until the performance was over, and then they would leave, and then they have someone else come out with no boobies showing. He was asleep again, and then when the next one came out, it was clockwork. It was like he had booby radar or something. I don't know. Boobdar. He had. It was so funny, and at the end, they sang all the these Broadway songs and musicals, like a lot of Disney songs. So, yeah, but the last song they sang as for their finale was "A Circle of Life," and I said, I looked over at Donald and I says, I swear to God, if they come out topless, I am going to stand up and scream, because that's the whole, the name of the song and the whole thing. Thank God they all had clothes on. They were all covered completely. Yes,
The Breast of Times is now.
It was the breast of
I was
time.
going to say the Charles Dickens novel.
Nice
Yes.
one, Max.
The
Nice
breast of
one.
curtains. It
Let
was
me
the
tell
lift
you,
of
I've
curtains.
seen some interesting things when I was in Vegas. So yeah.
The thing was, is that honestly, it wasn't vulgar. It wasn't. It just was they were performing the songs with.
Well, I mean, a lot of times,
The costumes were
yeah.
beautiful. I mean,
Yes.
they were. I mean, they had some that had zippers, and they had zip. It just the I I have made costumes, and just looking at these, I just was like, "Ugh," I was fascinated with them. I was staring at their boobs to look at their costumes. I was like, oh my gosh, and I'm just really looking. So yeah,
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, I'm
it's
not
like,
gonna knock it. I've been to strip clubs and stuff, so it's not.
But-
I'm not gonna knock it.
yeah.
it's like when we were talking about Wilma in the previous show we just did, and Daisy was talking about the costumes that Aaron Gray was wearing at the end of it.
Hold on.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how sexy somebody is; you're just amazed at the costume, at the accoutrement. And I mean, I totally get where you're coming from, Mrs. Because also there is, and Mrs. likes words like I do.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's a difference between naughty and vulgar.
Yes.
And what the Mrs. is describing is naughty and artistic, but it's not vulgar. And
Let me
that's a
jump
big
in real
difference.
quick. Hello to Nemesis of Eden. I don't know that I've seen you
Hello.
before, but I've seen you in other
Nemesis is
chats
a
and
pal
stuff.
of mine. Yes.
It's a what?
Nemesis
Oh
is
yeah,
a-
great to see you. Say hi, and anybody, make sure if you can sub or feel like sub to the channel, check us out later too. But thank you for popping in to leave a like. We appreciate you. And
Thank you,
Lisa's,
Nemesis.
and Lisa's
Lisa.
here. No, Lisa, you actually came at the right time. Actually, and now, so folks, always hit that like button. Always subscribe if you haven't. If you have subscribed, see, I said 554. It's now 553. So always check and make sure you're still subscribed and all that. But thank you for your support. Thanks for coming by, hitting the like and stuff and all that. And Lisa, I did send you the link, but I know it depends, and there's other stuff
Lisa,
going on a little bit
you
later.
could have come when we were talking about urinals. So be
Oh,
happy
God.
you came when we were talking
No,
about
you came at the
boobs.
right time, Lisa.
You came at the very.
I'd rather talk
came
about
at the right
boobs than
time.
urinals.
There's Ashley saying, "Yeah, you came at the right time."
But
But great to
it's so
see,
funny because
great to see Nemesis of Eden and Lisa coming in late tonight.
Yeah,
And by the
thank
way,
you.
Lisa, I've made Lemon Pie my hype man out there to go around other channels to drum up support. So hey, Lisa boobies. All right.
Yeah. Well, Lisa with her accent says it completely different to the missus.
I
with
love
her
it when
accent.
Lisa says y'all. I'm
Yeah.
so proud. I will respectfully
Is she
call
from
her
the north
Northern.
or something?
Yes.
Yes, Wisconsin. I will say Northern to her with all due respect. Now, if she wants
Yes.
me to really be playful, I will say Yankee, but I will say it with all love and grace
Yes.
because she's accepted our y'all to the best. It's great. So and Fermented Cinema. Hey, good to see you. A channel I
Hello.
just subscribed to tonight. Thank you, Mrs. I think I hadn't shared with yet, but Fermented Cinema has got something on his channel about aliens and Newt's brother. It's like something they do, but I've got to check that out. So hey, good to see a lot of y'all here tonight. Share it out with other people. We'll bring them in and we'll go for a Friday night party. Yeah, and Lisa, Megatron's right. Mrs. is getting 2 peeing bears, one from Stunning and one from somebody else. So
One from a friend.
exactly.
Now, you
All right,
reminded
so-
me of a good South Park episode with that story.
You
All
know
right, well,
what?
let's hold that.
Musicals, but
Let's
I'm
hold
going
that
to
one.
leave it at that.
Let's hold that 1 second.
You
I need to get back to a couple things. Lemon Pie is the hype guy now. So hey, okay. There was something. Okay. I do too. Ashy, I know you need to go.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
for
know.
coming and being here. I got to do the
And
adult
thank
thing
you.
tomorrow, though.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Thank you for
Mrs.
being here.
You
Thank
absolutely
you.
deserve it.
Ashley,
Oh.
why don't you talk about what you do? And I know you're more on the Twitch side. We're streaming both on Twitch and YouTube, but feel free to talk about your channel and what you got going.
Yep, I'm on Twitch, Ashy_Slashy427. I play a variety of games. Right now I'm working on oh my god, I just had a brain fart. Days Gone. I'm working on Days Gone. But I'll
when you get older, you'll say it's a senior moment.
No, it's a brain fart. It's always gonna be a brain fart. I'm working on Days Gone, but I'll play a variety of anything like horror games. I do a little bit of GTA RP sometimes. I haven't streamed that in forever though. But yeah, that's about it.
Exactly. And just beat me to it. Put the Twitch link out
I
there for
appreciate the
Ashley.
shout out. Thank you.
Absolutely. So make sure give a follow. A follow on the Twitch side is like a subscribe is on the YouTube side. So, but thanks for being here, Ashley. Thanks for coming on.
I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night and have a good stream.
Thank you. Thank
Radio
you.
Ashley.
Bye.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All righty. So, hey, it's the 5 of us now that are still here. We got 11 people watching. Thank y'all for being here and hanging out so long. And let's see. Now I'm trying to figure out where were we? Were we on the boobs or the Running
we
Man?
were on the boobs. I was saying South
yeah.
Park did a very good musical episode about that, but I think that's all I'm about to talk about on YouTube because of that episode of South Park.
Probably. Now, Jess is focused on this story. So apparently something happened and you embellished it. Was Mama Dadman or Mrs. Parent we had with you? That made the story. Well, in Las Vegas, it was my parents.
No, your parents were not with us at that. It was your sister and your brother-in-law. We're not with us for the booby show. No.
Yep. Oh, for the booby show specifically. I thought the whole trip. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They were with us for the trip, but they were not with us.
I'm on the boobs. Hey, we've got 11 people now. We'll just keep talking boobs, and maybe we'll get more people by talking boobs.
Nemesis is a young man, but the thing is, I think he appreciates Linda Carter for reasons I don't need to explain.
Oh God, I mean, I was a 7-year-old with Linda Carter. I mean, hey, don't need to tell me twice about that. No wonder I didn't always watch chick shows, but when I did, I watched Linda Carter.
You like Wonder Woman.
Linda Carter was amazing. No, for all the right reasons.
Yeah,
it's the other ones are right too, but there's no reason for like watching a beautiful woman or a gorgeous guy. Whichever way you lean, I don't care.
Exactly. Hey, look, no, I totally get it when women are like, oh my God, Henry Cavill. Oh my God. I totally understand it because if I was a woman, I'd be feeling the same way about Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
He's an amazing stamp of a man, and he made himself that. You know, he used to be, in his words, I'm using his words. They're not mine. He said he used to be a little scrawny, and then he used a word that I won't use on YouTube. But he built himself up to become that. He recognized his own potential. And, so I understand that. Just as we're talking about Erin Gray as Wilma Deering, I can be understanding of the other side of the fence. JT knows what I mean. And say, yeah, I understand why you like this guy. I understand why they're the only reason you paid money to see this film. I get it. Even Momoa, but Cavill more so. But,
Lisa, don't ruin it. Come on.
Oh,
please.
Lisa, yes, I did like the underoos. That was yes. And she also had legs for days. That in the corner, she had legs for days. It was like butter. It was just like butter.
Yes.
She had the thing for The Rock.
Yeah, some people have a thing for The Rock. I mean, Dwayne can be very entertaining.
See, I think he's overrated. I will tell you, because I tell you what, and I will tell you you talked about Cavill. There was one of the movies that I saw. Even I kind of like, oh boy, that's impressive.
What, you didn't like him in Doom?
No, I don't know. I mean, no, when I saw his abs, even I got kind of took notice. I just noticed. It was like, damn, no wonder they're crazy about this guy.
Yeah.
So, exactly. So
Doom was the best movie ever made. Hungry. Come on now.
Which one is that? Are you talking about Doom or Dune?
With an M.
Doom.
DOOM.
With it. Oh, okay. It's not Dr. Doom. It's
Doom. No. Doom is a high budget MST3K movie.
It's based on the video game from I think it was what year was it? 90s when they came out with Doom on PC.
Yeah. Like Well, the movie. I
The
can't
movie was
remember what
early
year.
2000s, early 2000s.
In
Okay,
fact,
But
yeah.
the game
Yeah.
was long before that. Long
Yeah,
before that.
way before that.
2005 was the movie.
yeah.
Okay.
And folks, earlier we were talking about because I tweeted out we were talking about Running Man, and we'll still talk about it a little bit. But I will tell you, this is kind of what we happen on these late night streams. We we call it squirrel chasing. We
Yeah.
will be from topic to topic and all over the place. So, Ashley says Scorpion King was the best member.
Oh,
Dude.
Ashley,
why'd you have to remind me
bless
of that
you.
movie?
Bless you, Ashley.
Oh, the wonderful CGI.
Scorpion
Oh
King.
my god. I
Oh,
think I'm done after that one.
Oh my gosh.
I need to mute. I'm gonna cough.
I didn't need to take my fiber this
God.
morning. Jeez. Oh,
Oh,
The
My
one
head
moment where
hurts.
it felt like it was going to be the next Arnold. Yeah, I know. Nemesis loves Doom, the ending sequence. Ferment Cinema said Doom was corny fun. Oh, yes. And thanks, Tig. Yeah, thanks for saying that. Yeah, hit that like button and make sure you're still subscribed because they do stuff, crazy stuff. Comic Relief Crusader, good to see you tonight.
Hey,
Hell,
buddy.
hey.
Hello, CRSC. Hello.
Now, Nemesis says for a video game movie, it's actually pretty good and accurate to the game.
Well, compared to other ones, that's certainly true.
Exactly,
Nemesis.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh boy.
that is true.
CGI, top level CGI. Yes, I love how bad fake it is. But Jess, let me get back to what Jess had said because what a point it was. Jess was trying to remember what family brought along to that event. It's like the missus said, we had my brother-in-law and my sister at that point. Well, the brother-in-law at the time. They had no clue what we were going to because Mrs. had been offered free tickets with somebody that sat next to her on the flight out there and that worked in the hotel.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that because that sounded really weird. Hey, you want some tickets? Yeah.
I didn't mean it like, hey, you want to see boobs? No, I just like tickets. But no, and then we took advantage of it, and Mrs. took the review show instead of a magic show, and it was funny that weekend because I think it's one of those things where you had the family drama. The flight back was interesting when nobody talked to each other because we were like, here's the two of us. Because I think my brother-in-law got at the time.
Well, this was still at the time. This was still at the time when you were playing the slots. They'd bring free drinks around.
Right.
And just say that a lot of teetotalers in the family, and someone did not teetotal.
Ow, ow.
So there was a lot of tension. I was glad our seats were separated from them on the plane.
Oh, no, Mrs. No.
In our hotel, we're supposed to have a Vegas a view of the strip. Well, we ended up with a view of the airstrip.
Oh, jeez.
But I was fine because my sister wanted to put everybody on one floor together, like next to next to next. And we're like not even married 2 years. And we're like, no, we'll take the airstrip.
We could have been married 20 years. It was like, we'll take another floor. Please. Please.
And then later you went to the show and you saw a third type of strip.
And then we thought, they didn't strip. They didn't strip. They didn't
It was
strip.
like an open buffet. It was an open buffet.
Yeah, you saw a chicken strip.
An open buffet. Oh my gosh.
Hey, look, my name is Hungry. All right. Let's not make fun of open buffets in Vegas. They are fantastic. I've never so much food for so little money and professionally prepared because the hotels cannot afford a salmonella incident. It's fantastic. Oh man, I turn into Homer Simpson at those things. That's nuts. I mean half of my friends said we got to go to Vegas because of the food. They make the food cheap so you can lose gambling. It's a perfect system. If you don't like to gamble.
Right.
That's why they, at the time, they just walked around and said, what do you want to drink?
Exactly.
Gave it to you.
And in the old days, Mrs., the biggest drinks you would get, the strongest drinks you would get would be at the blackjack table. Because when you get inebriated, you start getting sloppy at blackjack, and it's a fast game. It's a smart system. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not ethically agreeing with it. But it's just like Kirk has to admire Khan. You got to admire Khan. Vegas is Khan.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, Kirk also had a glass or two of Romulan ale too.
Yeah.
I reckon Kirk would have been
worked
great
out for them.
I reckon Kirk would have been great at the blackjack table. I think he would have handled himself adroitly.
Oh, of course.
Jumping. No, that's so. Oh God.
He
Oh,
would have
Nemesis.
gotten a Royal Fizbin for sure.
I was at Vegas twice, Nemesis, and the first time I saw John Panette, and the second time, oh God, I'm trying to remember who he is. Oh, 1 second. All right, you guys keep talking. I'm going to find that other comedian's name. Keep going.
Oh man, yeah, John Panette. When he sees a buffet, oh gosh, so
yeah.
Greetings
Oh,
and
absolutely.
hello.
Absolutely. I mean, my favorite John Panette joke is when he's looking at NyQuil when he got sick, and he says, "I'm looking down at the instructions, and it says do not use if you're going to operate heavy equipment." He looks at the audience and says, "Heavy equipment? I am heavy equipment."
I sound like Judge Dredd. I am the law.
I love John Panette. Dear man.
Let's see what.
So Running Man.
Yeah.
One of the things I always loved about Running Man was the AI, the autonomous car, the taxi car.
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh that they're trying to do it now, and like it was in that movie all the way back then. It just
See, one of the things I liked out of it was not, you got Schwarzenegger. You also had Maria Conchita Alonso, who was really hot at the time.
Yeah.
And in a lot of movies and stuff. But it was really the bad guys really got me. I mean, the cool bad guys. See, you had this guy that was Buzzsaw, Gus Rathwish is the name, and here you go. So you can see it right here, Buzzsaw here. And you got, you had him. You also had other scenes here. Hey, the fight scene here was incredible. The way it ended there, you could see how a lot of that went.
He was singing a little bit of opera at the end of his scenes.
Oh yeah, with the way the buzzsaw came right up and got him. Yeah, it was definitely interesting what happened to him, but not just him. I mean, you had so many. You had, like we showed Jesse Ventura earlier. But you also had the guy you mentioned that played Dynamo. We saw him earlier.
Wasn't there a guy with on the ice with a hockey stick or something like that too?
Yes, that's Professor Tucken. Okay, let me.
That's Sub-Zero.
Was that Sub-Zero?
No, was that no?
This is
that wasn't Sub-Zero. Was it?
I can't remember.
Plane Zero, Sub-Zero. This is Sub-Zero here. This was Sub-Zero. Oh, no. You're right. Yeah, exactly. Let me bring it up here. Here we go. I got it.
Now, the only reason I remember that
Sub-Zero. Yes, exactly.
It's because we were out eating barbecue, and we sit up at the bar when we eat the barbecue, and they have a television, and they were actually playing Running Man. And so I remember that scene. That's the only reason I remember Sub-Zero was the ice skating dude. It was
I'm trying
much
to
nicer.
Let me see. I was actually trying to figure out. There was a good image of him here. Let me bring it here. Let me see what. Yes, he did play Sub-Zero. Professor Tanaka. Here. And here. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it.
So, yes, his name was Professor something Tanaka. So you had him. You also had other great bad guys in this movie too. You also had We saw Buzzsaw, we saw Dynamo, we saw Sub-Zero there.
Dynamo.
We saw Jesse Ventura, who was Captain Freedom, who came out of retirement.
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
I'm going to make a serious point about that, which I think is interesting. About we talk about Demolition Man telling 2020 before it ever happened, but here's a great one right here. The great Jim Brown as Captain Fireball.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's when
yeah.
he knows for the flamethrower and all that. When he got his line pulled and stuff, it's like Arnold looks back at him because he's on the ground freaking out. And he's like, "Here, how about a light?" Boom. It was really, really cool. So,
Jim Brown used to be a friend of Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor made jokes about him in his act about how big and tough and how scared Richard Pryor would be of Jim Brown. And that's understandable. You see it, like you hear that comedy routine. You don't quite get it. You see this movie, you get it. You understand.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jim Brown was definitely a tough guy there. So
Very impressive.
So the bad guys really, really got me. We talked about Maria Conchita Alonso too, but there's also, here's the scene here, and I'm not going to focus on Jesse Ventura here because we talked about him, right. But the dude on the left, Sven Ole Thorsen, I think he had to be in The Hunt for Red October because this guy like popped up in so much stuff. I thought.
By the way, if you click on the image, it'll get rid of that text on the bottom. If you click on the face, there you go.
I try to leave it up for a second, at least in case anybody wanted to look at copyrights and look at credits. So that's why I leave it there for a second and pull it down. Point. So Fermented Cinema says they believe that The Running Man always felt like the best movie that Paul Verhoeven never made.
Nice one, man. But I mean, it's such a funny movie. And I mean, Ventura, let's be honest, regardless of whatever you say about him, he does have excellent comedic timing. He knows how to play the role straight for the sake of comedy. Mm-hmm. And I really like that about him. I thought he was one of the funniest parts of Predator. And this movie too, whatever, leave the politics aside. If the performance is great, the performance is great. And wonderful film. Oh.
Dadman, Sven was in both Conan movies, Lethal Weapon, Predator, Running Man. And I'm just doing the highlights. Ghostbusters 2, The Hunt for Red October.
Yes, I knew he was. Okay, cool.
He was the Russian chief of the Red October.
I think he started the national anthem. When they say that they heard singing.
I think you're right. He was also, Total Recall, Terminator 2, Lethal Weapon 3, Bram Stoker's Dracula from 92. The Last Action Hero, a lot of other things. Eraser, Batman and Robin, George of the Jungle. I mean, it's a really long list. Gladiator. I'm trying to remember what he would have done in Gladiator. He was Tigress of Gaul. Interesting. And then Dodgeball.
He was in Dodgeball?
He was the lumberjack hit by the ball.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I got it. Speaking of that, Appion, I got his name right tonight, finally. But Appion on his channel on 7 o'clock on Monday are going to be talking about the movie Dodgeball. So I'll have to look for that.
I actually really enjoyed Dodgeball. I know I get into all my fancy movies as the missus does, but we also enjoy the down home goodness of a properly constructed goofy movie. It's like when we talked about Police Academy. You can have deep elements in a goofy movie. Dodgeball I think it's a little bit underrated. Oh,
it's heavily underrated. Yeah,
you can dodge your taxes. You can dodge Dodgeball.
According to IMDb, and this is IMDb, that Sven has been in virtually every Arnold Schwarzenegger movie to date after arriving in the U.S. in the 1980s. So he got an uncredited performance in Predator 1987 as the Russian general. And he's done many of the stunts and provided training for actors in most of Schwarzenegger's films.
Wow.
And there's a picture of them out there on Google. They are standing next to each other without shirts on, and Sven is looking like he could take Arnold. If you really,
I agree.
Yeah.
That's a fight I don't want to see because it's gonna, break somebody's face on the first punch.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that's an interesting point, JT, because at one point when I was trying to have a different body, I won't go into that. I was talking to a guy who had really, I mean, this guy was real strong, and he said, you got to understand, there are muscles for looks, and then there are use muscles. You have to make the choice. Use muscles are going to look different than muscles for just looks. Arnie is about looks. I want to teach you how to have use muscles. And the use muscles are like when you would see Clint Eastwood having his shirt off in a 70s film. And you would think, like Every Which Way But Loose. And those are not Arnie muscles, but you would not want to get into a street fight with Clint Eastwood around 1972.
Nope.
I mean, that's frightening stuff. It's good.
I still wouldn't, but
Yeah.
Now, one thing, Santa Megatron used to dunk on kids at dodgeball in school. I bet. Well, one thing that I wanted to say about this movie is because what I think is interesting, like we said, 2020, Demolition Man told the future of 2020 before it ever happened. But this is one of the earliest movies that I can remember with, quote, maybe it's not CGI, but it's using computer modeling and computer imagery to change or to fake an outcome. But it was within the movie. It's not, they did it because, he disappeared, he and her disappeared. They didn't know how, but either way, they had to fake their death. They had to make it look like Captain Freedom came out of retirement and won for security and everything else. So what they did is they used computers and images and all this stuff to fake an ending, because even Captain Freedom didn't want to fight with the crap on. He wanted bare hands, bare fighting. They're like, screw that. This is a problem. You need to just we just need to get rid of them. And but this is the first movie I remember where they actually kind of showed like computers being used to change an event in a movie.
To manipulate.
Right. Do y'all have any thoughts on that, or can you think of anything that might have preceded this?
There were. Well, I mean, you're not. Again, meaning no offense, you're not a sci-fi guy, so you wouldn't be aware of it. But
okay.
Without going into too many things, yes, there were precedents for that. But this, to state that you're correct in the spirit of the law versus the letter of the law, this was one of the first times that a major budget made for the public film showed that. There were like little cult sci-fi films and television episodes that did it, but this is the first time you had something with major stars invoking that trope that you're talking about. So I don't know if that helps, but yeah, it was. Yeah. Unless you're a sci-fi person, it was rare before this.
Yeah, because I just didn't remember seeing where they faked an outcome in a movie. They faked an outcome out a movie. We've always had the Gojira movies and the things you had special effects, you had things like that. But this is the first time I'd ever seen like computers being used, which I think nowadays we see all the time within movies and fake endings and stuff within the movies and stuff like that. It's just interesting how it started. This is the first time I could recall that, but now it's fairly common. So, and better technology, of course. So
yes.
All right. So we need to probably have a discussion on the Running Man one night as a real night time event where we can take time and really explain it and pull it apart. Also, once a month, I usually have a movie with Daisy. We have not decided what our movie will be for this month, so hopefully we'll get that soon. All right. So any other thoughts? I think what we're going to do, we've gone about, let's see how long we've gone. We've gone about an hour and 39 minutes, hour and 40 minutes. We got 11 people in the chat.
I did want to mention one thing about the Running Man. One thing is that, again, for one of the first times in a major motion picture, and J-Team will know what I'm talking about. It is exploiting the concept of panem et circenses, which is an old Latin phrase from the Romans, which is basically the idea of, you're not going to have to worry politically about what the public thinks if you give them a circus and bread. Just give them food that they like to eat and give them entertainment, and they will shut up. And that is a major element of this film that actually is very deep. And then the film has the brains to balance that off with really good / bad James Bond puns, Arnie doing what Arnie does, and fantastic villains. I mean, it's a beautiful all-rounder of a film.
Absolutely. And hello to Angry Canadian.
Hello.
Howdy. We're sorry we missed you tonight.
Yeah, I went over to watch your show and you were saying goodbye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so sad.
I'd like to emphasize on something as far as the good old classics,
Okay, go ahead.
Growing up, I mean, obviously, I'm a little bit younger than
a little bit. I'm old enough to be your granddad, but no, fine.
But just watching the movies from say, 80s-ish, depending on what I could watch compared to nowadays, I tend to like the classics better, meaning the CGI. Okay, now we've got state-of-the-art technology now, okay, obviously, right? And we can do the amazing special effects and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But compared to, let's just throw out a random thing I'm thinking about right now.
How about The Thing? How about John Carpenter's The Thing?
Classic, right? A classic movie, not overly CGI'd, but at the time it was perfection, right? Now, if you were to try to redo that nowadays, right? Let's take Star Wars, for instance, okay?
Well, let me say goodnight to Nemesis of Eden. Thanks for coming
good night,
by.
Nemesis. Thank you very much. Always love to see you and hear what you have to say. Thank you, Nemesis.
First time, it was state-of-the-art, right?
Yeah. And there was no CGI for any of the creatures. That was all prosthetic back when they were making it in 81. It was released in 82. The only computer stuff was actually the chess game that Kurt Russell is playing.
Right? That's what made it absolutely stunning, right? What made people go to it and want to see it for the effects. But I think if you were to create what they did back then and do a movie now, it would be even more stunning. You know what I mean? I think we overly CGI, we overly think things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's just my thing.
Well, I mean, to be honest, dear Liam, part of the situation with Hollywood, and I've known Hollywood people, and they've warned me about this. They said once Hollywood gets an idea in their head, they are very reticent to go back from that idea. So if they have the idea that CGI is less expensive, which is a ridiculous notion, because you're laughing because you've seen the credits in the movie, okay? I mean, all those people had to get paid. All of them had to get paid. And so you look at the amount of credits in Iron Man 1 in 2008. You know where I'm going with this.
Let me say real quick. Let me jump in here. Pop Culture Republic, good to see you. Hey, howdy.
Hey, PCR.
Yeah,
nice to see you.
Can I say something real quick? You were talking about how the creatures were not CGI,
yes,
and all that. Well, I've got bits of useless info. I can't say necessarily they're useless, but I got bits of information in my head. And on January 1st, I knew you could be in our show, but I so wished you were in our show, Hungry, because you know whose birthday was that day?
Rob Bottin?
No.
Oh. Tom Savini?
Haruo Nakajima, who was the pioneer of suit acting. He was Godzilla in the first 12 Godzilla movies.
I love him so much.
Yes. But I saw that and I went, and he also did other kaiju.
Yes, he did.
But I saw that and I thought of you and I said, well, next time I see Hungry, I got to tell him that I know who he is and I saw pictures of him and it was really, really cool.
Yes.
So
an amazing individual. And part of the reason he could do that is because even though he looks like a very small man, he was so physically strong. And the original Godzilla suit weighed more than 200 pounds. It was no pun intended. It was a beast to be laboring within. And thank you for bringing that, Mrs.
But I just had to share because you just were talking about monsters and stuff, and I'm like, I guess it was cool.
Absolutely.
It was cool.
And that feeds into what Liam's talking about. I hope Liam goes back and watches the original Japanese, not the American versions, the Japanese versions of the old kaiju movies from the 50s and 60s.
Oh,
because
100%.
I mean, go Liam. Keep talking.
No, 100% I have. I absolutely enjoy Godzilla, the original, right?
Yes.
The original, freaking black and white. I've seen them. They're absolutely amazing for their time. And that's what I'm talking about. It makes it even more amazing. For instance, some guy in Star Wars, C-3PO.
Right.
He's in that suit the whole freaking time acting in it.
Yes. Anthony Daniels. And it was wonderful that they used his voice as well as, I mean, he's a wonderful actor, and it's just there's something about the reality of it when there's something that is not computer generated, where you really visually feel the texture of the suit, no matter what the suit is.
But it's not only that; it's that most actors can't act today, and so if you have to have them act against a green screen, which they do with the CGI stuff, they can't do it. The last person that I think that did it well was Bob. Was it Bob Hoskins and Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, good call.
Honestly. And so they just don't know how to do it. So if you don't have that physical
wherewithal,
whatever there, they're gonna look stupid.
Yeah.
Which they do most of the time now.
Hey, Corey Cochran's back.
Hey, Corey.
I just saw Corey. Yes. So
I think it takes a certain kind of an actor to be able to, how do we say this? And visualize, I guess.
Yes.
Because
that's
of
an
the fact
word. Yes.
Yeah. Because of the fact you need that to be able to act, because of the fact that it's not really there while you're doing it.
Yes.
Excellent point. And Ian McKellen did that, even though he complained about it when he was working on the X-Men films and the Lord of the Rings films. He still was Sir Ian McKellen, I should say, was such a great actor that he pulled it off. So every time he's interacting with something that's just a ball on a stick, he's still pulling it off. And not many people can do that. Not many
100%.
No.
100%.
I agree totally. I don't think anyone. I think a lot of the actors in this time have gotten very lazy.
Yeah.
And I think it reflects. And I'm not saying all of them.
Yeah.
But I'm saying.
A lot of them aren't trained, Mrs. Though they're not trained in the same ways that actors were trained back in the old days.
That's true. That's absolutely true. I agree.
I mean, we're having people hired from Instagram to be in movies now. I mean, come on. Instagram only trains you for taking your clothes off. That's the only thing it trains you for.
Well, let me say goodnight to Fermented Cinema.
Good night.
Happy to talk about it for the first time. It's 2:30 in Japan. Another person in Japan. Angry Canadian is Wakazashi's Tea House. Gray was on our New Year's stream, and who I'm going to have on at the end of the month on a Saturday. A lot of people we know are in Japan. I mean, that's why I attempted to try to go through every time zone around the world. But yeah, it was like so great to see all these people from around the world and understand the time differences do cause issues at times. But thank you for coming by and staying for so long. Appreciate you here, and thank you for all the new subs that we've gotten lately. Appreciate it, everybody, for that.
On that note, I think, Dadman, I'm going to
good night.
sashay towards the door. We talked about it. So
exactly.
Thank you, everybody on the panel.
As always.
I had a ton of fun this evening.
Thank you.
Thanks, Liam. Thanks,
you.
Mrs. Thanks, Hungry. And thank you, Dadman. Everybody have a great evening.
You
All
too.
right, JT. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, it was fun to listen in. Stop by again. Yeah, we do a bit of everything between Fortnite, talk, stream, sports, all kinds of stuff. You just have it up. We like Hungry. We'll come up with a topic. We'll just go stream live now as we can. So I'll branch out into anything. You know, like people say, I'm not a fan. The algorithm doesn't like me, but I don't care. It's like I don't. I get bored if I have to do the same thing too often. So
I agree.
But hey, Rakimi Ryusoke played Shikishima in Godzilla -1. Oh, okay. That's Shikishima in Godzilla -1 put on an acting clinic against a CGI background. If you know scene, you know it.
Yeah. The Japanese just treat cinema. The missus understands what I mean. They treat cinema, and cinema is different than just movies. So it's a subsection of movies. So movies can be goofy, like Porky's or Porky's 2 or Porky's 3. Porky's is not cinema, whereas Godzilla -1 is cinema. It's taking the art of cinema into account when you're making the film. And I mean, the Japanese will make some crap stuff. Don't get me wrong. I've watched all of it, or nearly all of it. But Godzilla -1 does not fall into the Japanese crap category at all.
Oh, definitely not. We can talk about that for a couple minutes if you want to, because I will say that's a movie go see in the big screen if you can get in the theaters because of the sound and everything else like that.
It's still not playing here. Still not playing.
I still enjoyed the historical concept of what they put it back to, that it's like predating even the original 50s settings and stuff like that with jets and things like that. I like the way they set it in the World War II period. So
sorry, I see the chat and I laugh. I'm sorry.
I'm offended you don't think Porky's is cinema.
Nice one.
I know, but I tell you that was a hell of a movie with what they did with it. It just was.
See.
Go ahead.
Godzilla -1, you would go to the theater to watch.
Right, the theater.
No, you just hush. Let me finish. Godzilla -1, you would go to the theater to watch. Porky's, you would go to the theater.
Right. No, I thought you'd go to the drive-in for Porky's. I thought you'd go drive-in for the Porky's so you can make out with your date in the back of the car.
I am so glad JT's not here for this part. This is why we lost all the other women on this show. We're down to
I don't know. I think Ashley would hold her own with it.
Yeah,
I'm
Lisa
gonna
was here
hold
too.
my tongue on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this really is a classic, one of the best movies I said. And you said you could see it in all the handiwork and craftsmanship with all of it. And when you look at you look at their budget was not that big.
No, it was less than 15 mil. The director said when people said, "Oh, it cost 15 million," the director said, "Oh, I wish we had 15 million to make this movie," because you have to take in other production costs into account. That's not necessarily making the movie. A lot of it goes into extraneous things. But the fact that they did it for less than 15 million and it looked the way it looked, and the costumes were just, oh my God. I love the costumes.
Let me go into something where I was going to go for stunning. Do I have your permission to show what you put on Twitter? That we gave him inspiration to draw earlier?
I am intrigued. As a fellow artist,
and then I want to get back to the movie talk here, but I just saw what he put out there because I
would love to see Stunning's version of any of the Gojiras, and there are there's like 18 different Gojiras, 18 different Gojira designs, and more than that, in fact. But Stunning would do a great.
I will say, folks, I will tell you, anybody can draw boobs and butts. and I'm going to make a serious point right here. I am, because there's a lot of people that do things and stuff like this. But Stunning really, I think, is one of the young, talented artists out there, because anybody can draw some of these things. But Stunning has a way to even make the big boobs and butts classy looking. It's really, it sounds, you laugh, but I mean it in terms of being serious, because I think it speaks to his talent.
No, it does. No. I'm laughing with you, not against you.
Okay,
I'm laughing with you.
Because it's really, really something. I think it's really, really cool. If I can get the stupid image to say.
And you also have to understand that in comic books, and you haven't read many comic books, the boobs and the butts are often the things that are the most badly drawn. So when you're giving this compliment, I'm laughing, thinking of the comic book art background. And yes, it is very hard to make the boobage and the buttage look classy at all.
You were thinking I was going to talk Godzilla, I think, for a second. But no, he said earlier up in the chat that because of our talk about Linda Carter, he got an inspiration for Wonder Woman. And here's what he has done. It's on Twitter too.
Yay! Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's got both comic book, but also the good animation elements in it. And I see both of those in this. And as an ex-professional illustrator, this is a massive thumbs up. This is an A+.
Well, Nemesis would like to see your art, including your Gojira.
Like
that. But yeah, definitely classy. So I'm like you, Nemesis. I try to draw big boobs and butts, and they look like a third grader does it. Yeah.
Nemesis, that's adorable. I will be doing a Gojira for you later. It'll take me some time because, as you know, my health ain't great, Nemesis. But that'll be my next illustration on the plate. Okay, that's my next one.
But I just wanted to show this off with Stunning. Mrs. King, or Stunning. You got a draw stream tomorrow. Why don't you go ahead and put your link out there for your stream tomorrow, if you don't mind? And because Stunning does usually on Saturday, sometimes during the week he'll do a stream here or there. He permanently streams on Saturdays.
Are you streaming on Twitch?
I think he's only on YouTube tomorrow.
Are you streaming on Twitch?
Oh, nice one.
Dadman, are you?
I am on Twitch now. Yes, I am on
George
Twitch.
Perez, Santa. George Perez. God rest his soul. One of the masters. One of my top 5, Santa.
What is the George Perez I know that's that's the illustrator, because I'm not the TV guy, because I remember when he passed away. But what is is it a specific version of her outfit?
George Perez did a hell of a lot. He actually did a hell of a lot of Diana, Wonder Woman. That was one of his major claims to fame. He has several claims to fame. Like an actor has claims to fame for several roles. You know, like Ian McKellen has Magneto, but he's also got Gandalf, right? Artists will have, in comic books, will have claims to fame for various characters or groups that they illustrate. And so one of the claims to fame for George Perez was his rendition. And oftentimes he would write these as well, which is very rare for an artist to write as well as a writer who is just a writer. I shouldn't say just a writer, but you know what I mean. And so his Wonder Woman is considered one of the top 3 Wonder Women ever created by any creator. And he is considered one of the top top 3 Wonder Women artists. And there's a good reason, because he really engaged with the Greek mythology. He engaged with the essence of the psychology of the character. And I would have to argue to back up Santa. George Perez's Wonder Woman is my favorite Wonder Woman.
Absolutely.
And yes, he did Teen Titans and he did Superman, and he also did some amazing work, Santa. Going back to the 1970s, amazing work on the Avengers for Marvel. So George Perez is just a leviathan of talent in the comic book industry, and I'm sad he had to go early. He's not with us anymore, but he gave us so much work before he passed on. And he was a dedicated artist. He would put every detail into the backgrounds, even if it was a New York cityscape, and he would put all the windows into the buildings. He would put all the taxis on the street, and he was just a phenomenal artist. Phenomenal.
Absolutely. Now I love that detail. I love, it's really, really cool. I always liked Wonder Woman, and yeah, it's obviously the easy thing, but I think it goes a lot further than that too, though.
Oh yeah,
it's a great character, great complexity to it, and definitely had a background, had their own story. So Nemesis is looking forward to you on that, Hungry.
Yeah, the Gojira picture. Yeah, I will start planning that this week. my dude. I will start
And he
planning
did
that this week.
George did a lot with Teen Titans and Superman. I know Teen Titans is a big thing that's stunning.
Oh, he
Les a lot, too.
co-created. Well, there's the old Teen Titans, and then there was the new Teen Titans that came up just at the same time John Byrne was leaving the X-Men. And Byrne was an artist and writer on the X-Men. And with the Teen Titans, once Byrne left the X-Men, I was a kid, and I'm like, I need a new superhero group. I can't read this crap anymore. I don't like the artists coming on. But
I gotcha.
Perez with Marv Wolfman, and Marv Wolfman would co-plot with his artists very heavily. I nearly worked with Marv Wolfman, and the entire basis for the new Teen Titans was just amazing, and I was hooked. I was totally hooked on the new Teen Titans with Marv Wolfman and George Perez. And I mean, some of the inking could have been better, but you know, if wishes were fishes, we'd all cast our nets. You know what I mean?
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up in here. We made 2 hours. Thank y'all for it. But I tell you what I need to do is some point get with you and Stunning, and we can talk Teen Titans and Green Lantern. Stunning talked some Green Lantern the other night, so because I know he loves both Green Lantern and Teen Titans, so that would have to be an epic stream with you two guys, and we'd probably go 6 or 8 hours based on y'all's knowledge. So, but for tonight, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a show now. I got to officiate basketball tomorrow, get some sleep. Mrs., do you want to plug your show tomorrow? Actually, Liam, let me start with Liam, and I'll come back to you, Mrs., real quick. But Liam, thanks for coming on with us tonight. It really was special and great to have you on tonight. What do you got going in places?
Well, it was an absolute pleasure hanging out with you guys tonight. It was much needed. But we're going to be streaming on over on the Twitch side. It's twitch.tv/Liam Graywolf. Saturday night will probably be about 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think we're going to be playing Fortnite.
Tomorrow night?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. At what time?
5 p.m. my time. So that would be 8 p.m. on the East Coast.
All right.
Do you have a YouTube channel, Liam?
I want to do YouTube, but I've heard so many interesting comments.
Yeah,
if you catch
it may not be worth your time. I was just going to ask, because if you had one, I was going to sub to your channel. But if you don't have one, okay. But if you could, I don't know if I'm sub to you on Twitch, but if somebody could put, are you on Twitch? What can we sub to you on?
It's in the
chat. Mrs. got it.
I can put it in the private also. That might be easier for you to grab.
No, I got it now. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I am.
Make sure I did it right.
All right. Yeah, no, that's not what I'm doing, Mrs. No,
I'm serious. Every time I spell, I'm like, did I spell that right? I think I did.
Well,
yeah,
Liam,
with an E instead of an A.
Okay, good. I did it right.
Are you going to have a closed group? Is it just you, or you got your party, or?
I do not have a party. You guys are more than welcome to join.
I'll plan to be there. I don't know about the missus.
Oh no, I'm following. I'm already followed. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll make plans to try to be over there and join you a little bit. Usually I do karaoke on Saturday nights, but it's kind of a thing right now. I might have to do it with another channel that starts a little later, but I would love to come over if you can. And I'm not sure if the missus has plans, but thanks. And Whoopa Troopa is here.
Hey,
now.
Whoopa! Hey, Whoopa for president!
Yes,
Whoopa for president.
Which also joined me and Whoopa on Wednesday nights now with JT Kirk and Sci-Fi Mombi. But all right, so we got that. So go get on Twitch. It's not that hard. If you can survive the sign-up process for Twitch, it's really a good platform. It's really not bad. Yeah,
that's true.
Well, we had to help you, Hungry, to get onto it.
Yes, you did. And it was hidden, but it was so simple. You know, there's this little part that you can't see unless somebody tells you where to look for it. Mm-hmm. It says, oh, by the way, you could also use your email address. It's like, oh, tell me that at the beginning. You know? You guys talk. I'm done.
That's part of the reason why I don't switch between the two, because there's always something that you've got to figure out.
Well, Mrs. What about you? What have you got going on, and what's coming up with you these days?
Well, 9 a.m. ET every morning on my channel, YouTube and Twitch. YouTube is at Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, and Twitch is at Mrs. Dadman Walking, no punctuation, no numbers. I air my morning musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking 55, and it's your daily dose of positivity. We really try to be positive on that show. We talk about birthdays, have silly memes, we talk about celebrations that they have. And one time someone jokingly said, yeah, but I bet that they don't have a celebration for oxygen, and they do. There is a National Oxygen Day. I cannot tell you what day it is, but there is one. So, yes, and we have fun with that. Just being positive and spending like an hour and a half usually just hanging out and talking to each other like we're sitting around the coffee table. Just to start your day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at, just to add a little bit of positive time there. I'm also going to probably be doing an impromptu build at sometime this weekend. I'm not sure, but absolutely, my Monday stream is going to be changed to Tuesday at noon, because I have finally got the Destiny 2 advent calendar in, and I'm going to have Agent Atwood as my guest. He gifted it to me on Throne, and we're going to talk about Destiny, Fortnite, or whatever just comes into our mind as I'm completely building this advent calendar from last year, because I think it's adorable. I love it. I've actually got the ghost character in my that skin that it's wearing, the gingerbread, on my guy in Destiny 2 now, using them. So I like it. And so I can't wait to build it. So that'll be Tuesday at noon. I will probably be doing a stream on Thursday. I try to keep, 2 a week. I'm not sure what I'm going to be building yet. I will let you know then. If I get a peeing bear in, I probably will be doing a peeing bear.
Who knows? Might have to have Stunning around for that one. But,
I will let him know.
Exactly. But yes, Stunning. Yeah. Actually, 2 peeing bears now coming in. So
yes, I have 2 peeing bears.
Stunning. He's asking, is there National Decepticon Day?
Well, no, but we shall make it happen.
Well, we will see.
Yeah, there you go. We got that.
I love how fast the Mrs. types. I mean,
National Oxygen Day, almost as good as National Taco Day or National Donuts Day.
Okay, it does say that there is a. Let me look. Decepticon Day. Oh, it was the name of a celebration, but it's not a yearly one. But there was a Decepticon Day. It was a celebration in honor of the heroic Transformers, the Decepticons, for all the good they did for the people of Earth.
Wow.
But not a daily one. But you know what? I am going to look and see if there's. Yeah, we'll look and see if there's one more. But you guys keep talking. I'll look and I'll let you know.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and start to go through my wrap up in a second. Hungry, anything else? Anything else you want to talk about, or anything you got going that you want to say?
All I got going is doing that Gojira picture for Nemesis. So, I mean, aside from saying I love seeing Soul Train Bob Ross and Buck Rogers, no, I'm done.
And how bad the stupid second one was. Jeez, what a waste of time. But yeah, folks, appreciate y'all being here. And Hungry, is you tell me when you want to go live again at night. I'll try to go. We got to get back to. We did a lot of these for a long time, and and I actually hit a wall and had to sleep a bit more too. So it's something. Pop Culture Republic says, I seem to remember a National Speak Like a Pirate Day, but haven't heard about it in some time.
There is a Speak Like a Pirate Day.
No, there is, yes. Megatron said there was an episode where Megatron convinced the world that Autobots were really the bad guys all along.
Talk Only Like a Pirate Day it's on September 19th, the Mateys.
Oh, Mrs. Did you want to show your memes from this morning? You don't have to. It's okay. But I mean, just I know I'm throwing something at you real quick.
No, but we're gonna have. Wait, we're gonna have good memes. We're gonna have good memes this weekend,
Oh, cool.
and I think Sunday is going to be. I think, um, yeah, there are going to be some good memes.
Oh, well, so make sure you're there this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. for the misses.
I think
on
Sunday
Twitch,
are the best, but tomorrow's memes there's some that aren't too bad. But
on Twitch and
Sunday,
YouTube.
yes, Twitch and YouTube. Claim thy booty, matey. Walk the plank, I say. I'm sorry, I can't do that until September 19th. I apologize.
Wow, that's pretty cool, though. Hey, you did better than I would do, so that's a good thing.
Yes, I did.
So, okay, so I see that. Let me get to you, Mrs. I'm going to put your link out there real quick. Here's the link.
Okay.
We'll put the link. Well, let's see. I'm going to. Y'all are faster than me. I'm going to see if I can find this actual show link for in the morning. Yeah, that's it here. This is the link to the show 9 in the morning.
Okay.
The missus followed here. So there you go. That's the link for in the morning, folks. Well, God, get out of the way. What is that chat thing on the freaking right? Stupid. Thank you.
Oh, I do have black cells, Corey. Yes, I do.
Ooh, what's Black Cells?
It is a pirate show.
Oh, cool.
Based off The Watchmen, I believe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Right. Well, hey. Well, I'm Dadman Walking 55 here. I'm going to close up. This month's going to be a lot of random stuff. The only things that we have regularly scheduled are Wednesdays, except for 1 week where we're going to be out will be a sports weekly, which we're going to cover the NFL playoffs with JT Kirk, Whoopa Troopa, and Sci-Fi Mombi. And then on the 27th of Saturday at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to have Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House on, who's over in Japan also as a guest for chilling with. Ang, I should have a walking around the podcast with Ang later in the month, and then and also later in the month I've got Daisy Blossom coming on. We're going to plan on talking about another movie like we do every month together. So a lot less structured formal streams this month. Kind of, folks, in all honesty, it's somewhat to slow down and to recharge a bit. It's been a lot, especially with football season and a lot of planned guests. Going to more of these type of formats.
And it's also our anniversary this month.
Yeah.
Yes, this week is our anniversary on the 13th, and then we'll have some time. But we are planning some surprises during that week, hopefully, if things work out. But hey, Corey's hurting. He had to go up and down stairs 50 times carrying stuff.
No, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Oh, God. So
Yeah.
Good
sorry
night,
about that.
Nemesis. Good night.
You have
Sweet
a good
dreams,
night.
bro.
Thank you
Good
for
night.
everything. So the 4 nights will be random, or chill chats will be random. These are usually when I go solo. Maybe sometime bring a guest on and just talk, or play a game like Ticket to Ride or Axes and Allies. Fortnite is always too. Late night like this tonight. A lot of these are impromptu. And of course, I'm on YouTube and Twitch at Dadman Walking 55. We got playlists on YouTube, so check out some of our older stuff. Look at different things we've had. Twitch also Dadman Walking 55, and also follow me on Twitter at Dadman Walking 55. For new people here, I stress Dadman Walking 55 with the banana avatar. There is somebody out there that took one letter off the word but uses the avatar. That's not it. If it's not Dadman Walking 55 with the avatar, it's not me. There's some Dadman Walking 55s. This is the one, Dadman Walking 55 with the banana football avatar. That's where you can't go wrong. And I'm all 3 platforms, same name. So, all right. Well, that's I think about it. And we'll see you next time. Mrs., you got anything left for you?
See you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Be there, be square. Be there or be square.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll catch you later. Bye, all.
Bye.
Nighty-o.